Alrighty everybody, it's been a long time since I've done a video. This is one of 5 goth themed journals that I've made. This is the one that's complete. The others I have pretty much finished all of the inside pages. Yeah, so I've done it as a wraparound cover. It has 186 pages front and back all together. I have a lot of fabrics that were taken from clothing. This actually came from a skirt. The cover has a timber laser cut frame on here that I've painted, you know, layered up with the paints. Inside is a clear acetate window which has an embossed tree on it in rose gold. And the journal is covered in a pale crushed purple velvet and a spiderweb lace which came out at Halloween time, so you can see there's a bit of the spider with the legs, but and then I've gone, this was another bit of Halloween fabric off of a kid's skirt or something, spider webby. So I've just kind of laid bits of the purple skirt, the lining of another outfit, and then the purple spiderweb lace, and that goes across the whole cover. Yeah, so basically the pages are A5 when they're folded in half. Inside it is lined with a faux textured embossed vinyl. So that's all been machine sewn all the way around. This is another bit of textured velvet off of another item of clothing with some more of those fabrics there. Just my thank you stickers. This is some corduroy that came from a bag that my friend got some clothing in when she purchased online. So I've cut that up, put a bit of the silver spiderwebby fabric there. So we've got a mix of black paper and then a lot of coffee dyed papers and dyed paper. So it's very dark, very grungy. I've stitched everything with purple. The coffee dye pages are inked with a purple ink and the black pages are inked with a silver ink. And everything is sewn. So on the inside, well, these particular graphics, I'll list the digital kits down below where I got those from. There's about 4 or 5 different digital kits that I've used all together. So we have a skeleton image there, backed onto gold paper. This is some dyed note paper, which is lined. So throughout the journal I've got some goth quotes. This one's by Bram Stoker. This was a bit of the backing paper that I had on this table while I was dyeing everything. So it's got coffee, it's got ink, it's got sprays, it's got everything. So that forms a pocket in there, which I have to put something in, don't I? So let's move that one. That's another digital, the graveyard, haunted graveyard, coffee dyed paper. Yeah, so this is another digital kit with the frames, which I really liked. And then we've got different quotes throughout the journal, backed onto some of the paper. Some scraps, so all these scraps that I had left over, I made into some little embellishments for the side, all sewn with a purple thread. Love the papers, how they're so grungy. This one says, many people cannot fathom the beauty that is darkness. It's another scrap. This is a botanical book page, so they feature throughout. Other than that, it is just the digitals and black and coffee dyed paper. Listen to them, Children of the Night, What Music They Make by Bram Stoker. This was another one of my backing papers as I was dyeing. So it's very textural. Still can be written on. Another botanical book page there. Edgar Allan Poe quote. That was like a moonlit kind of digital kit, that one. My lover's ghostly soul now thrills me, haunting me faithfully throughout the night. Another one of the backing papers that I've sewn on to coffee dyed paper. Some graph paper, paper ruffle, a tag that I had dyed. It's got a bit of metallic spray on it. We've got this is one of the creepy skeleton digitals. Excuse my fingers, I've got glue on me everywhere. There was an apothecary one as well, which has been heavily dyed. Love it. Melancholy is the happiness of being sad. Some ledger. Another one of the apothecary pages. Here in the forest, dark and deep, I offer you eternal sleep. That one is a page edge. That has a bit of that textured vinyl underneath it there. I did actually manage to heat foil, yeah, some papers, so there's some of those throughout here as well. Some half pages. Something Wicked This Way Comes. Foiling there. Big clump of glue on my finger. I also found on Temu some printable inkjet transparencies. So I gave it a go and they dried the instant they were out of the printer, and here we go. That's the result of that. So each signature has one of a different image in there. So that's another one of the graveyard images on gold. Yeah, love it. Love, love, love how they came out. So I highly recommend the inkjet printable transparencies. Some are born to sweet delight, some are born to endless night. I love how these kind of look like fractals, or how it kind of spider webbed out. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. Sarah Williams. It's another one of the backing papers which has been sewn. So I've left it like there's not a lot of decoration, because I just thought the people that might be interested in this journal would probably like to write, I don't know, I'm not sure what they would like to write in here, but it's blank purposely so that there's lots of writing space if they wanted to put, I don't know, spells or something about crystals or music or whatever they love in there. The great art of life is a sensation to feel that we exist, even in pain. Lord Byron. Death so called is the thing which makes men weep, and yet the third of life is passed in sleep, by Lord Byron. Another botanical page, backing paper. But to die as lovers may die together, so that they may live together. Joseph Sheridan Letanu. That's kind of cool. Skeleton up the top there, or skull, sorry. This is a pocket. We are all yearning for someone who shares our darkness. This was book covers, like a grimoire book cover, which I've just trimmed down to make tags out of. All from the same artist, these ones. Another botanical page. Life asked Death, why do people love me but hate you? Death responded, because you are a beautiful lie and I'm a painful truth. Gorgeous frames. Another pocket here. Something Wicked This Way Comes. What am I doing with my things? This is a botanical one that I also downloaded. Not putting things in their pockets. Anyway, this is another hot foiling one done in the blue. Some are born to sweet delight, some are born to endless night. So the quotes do repeat through to the second signature. Another nice frame there. This is the transparency for this one. So it's Graveyard, an old vintage photo. Piece of lined paper that I've dyed. I've just put the plain piece in front just so that it shows up the transparency. And there was a whole digital kit of ravens as well. Book pages that I've then turned into tags. Botanical page. Listen to them, children of the night, what music they make, by Bram Stoker. Bit of the black vinyl behind there. There was a butterfly kit as well. I have coffee dyed the front of this, but it is very grungy anyway, without having to do that. Some old ledger. Some backing paper, another frame. Once Upon a Midnight Dreary. Oh, stuck. Coming that one over. So the other 4 journals are going to be a mix of hardcover and soft cover as well. Another piece of ledger that I've dyed. So they'll all be, yeah, they'll all be quite different. Same digitals, but yeah. It's really cool. A couple of ones in here. This is one of the book covers, and that's another one of the Haunted Graveyard, both on gold. I found that paper secondhand actually. It's really cool. Big roll of it. I'm going to use it next in an ancient Egyptian journal that I've got a couple of them in the planning. All of the hot foiling and the end. And then in here we have a skeleton card. And this was another piece of hot foiling that I did in red this time, and I've just folded that over to be a journal spot. So there we go. So this folds over. That folds over the front, and then it just wraps around. So whoever buys this journal can feel free to put some beads or something on the end of the tassel. Or on the end of the tie. I've just left that plain because I think it's actually, there's a lot going on already with this beast. So fantastic.